So James now realizes the truth, that he indeed murdered his own wife. But has he done enough to absolve himself of sin? I don't honestly know. You'll notice now that the letter is completely gone. A fabrication of his mind that he received from Mary to bring him to Silent Hill.
What do you want, James? Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already. Look at me. I'm disgusting. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James. Wait. Please. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not gonna die. Help me.
Sad and depressing. We're here. It's almost like the game thinks that you might need some bits. Number 26. I assume that's the last one. I feel like I've got quite a few of these. Probably about half or so. Not bad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we are getting loaded for bear. I am fascinated to know what exactly is about to happen and how this is all going to play out. Honestly, original game, I was never actually that big a fan of the fight to come. There she is.
Mary? I have missed you so much.
I've missed you too. We can finally be together. Forever.
He knows it.
No.
James. Honey. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I know you tried,
James, please.
but she's gone. I know that now.
Stop it.
And I can't just keep pretending.
Shut up! What do you want? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? I can give you what she never could. I can be better than her. What else do you want me to be? What else can I be?
I am so sorry, Maria. I really am. But this has to stop. It's time to let it go.
Some girls don't do rejection, though.
No.
What?
I won't let you do this to me. I won't let you go. I can't!
Oh boy. Hell is that thing? I see. For final fight time against Maria. Oh, I can swing at those? Oh, that's good. Jesus. Fucking hell. Right. Let's get this out, shall we? Ow! Fucking hell! I need a heal. Leave me alone! I mean, you can kind of get where Maria's coming from. She... Fucking hell! She basically doesn't exist without James at this point, right? Product of his psyche, etc., etc. It's a little complicated. Bitch. It's not good. Ow. I'm in trouble here. No! James, you hit yourself first. I need a chance to heal. Fucking hell. It's not going well, this. Good that you can swing those. That's useful. James, I didn't actually mean to use that, but whatever. We're here now. It's not going good. Gotcha! Nice. Oh. Well. That's not good. Right, I see. Okay. Shotgun time it is. Is this fucking hide and seek? Yeah, that's what you want to do. Notice the butterflies? Obviously Maria's symbol. Nice choice. There you are! It's interesting, it's kind of I wouldn't say a retread, but kind of like, you know, we've obviously kind of seen this spider box kind of stuff before with, back at the hospital. It's kind of almost kind of an interesting retuning of that. Wasn't expecting it. Oh god. Got me on the ball around here. Does it make sense of using 6 rifle rounds? Jesus. Oh, that's not good. Ow. Gotta win, my dear. There's a lot of attacks coming my way here. Heal. Stay the fuck away from it. A syringe? I think so. This is bad. Grab it. No. Okay, so it's like a triple attack. Okay, makes sense. James, run. Run from the crazy lady. I guess that works. No, I'm getting boxed in. Gotta time that better. Well, I think it's a better fight than the original, but I think personally a bit of a low bar. First one's like really awkward. The combat system doesn't really help that. Caught reloading. Help! Fairly accurate representation of Twinder. Swipe left, swipe right. Run out of ammo here. Hell, I'm out of good stuff. Shoot better than that, James. Oh, I'm out of freaking health drinks. Fuck it. Just use one. Don't have much left, right, surely? I hope you ain't got much left, because I don't. Oh, fuck's sake.
James. James.
Mary.
Hey, handsome.
Sorry.
Don't be. I told you. I wanted the pain to end.
Yeah. You did. But that's not why I did it. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
If that's true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary.
It's okay, James.
It's a great line, by the way.
Here.
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for. In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon, so that you remember me for who I was, and not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live for yourself and for others, like you did for me. James, you made me happy.
And that was Silent Hill 2 Remake. Slight disclaimer. In the issues of transparency, I was not actually expecting that ending. I mentioned the podcast that had to do with the Syndicate, which was last night. I had to get the game finished before then. I didn't have the opportunity to actually sit and record. So I actually played through the events of this final video off screen to do so. Just to see the ending so I could do the podcast properly. I didn't actually get the ending. I actually got In Water. Which is the one where James realizes what he's done. But he can't forgive himself and drives into Toluca Lake and commits suicide. Which is pretty damn depressing. And I was expecting we'd get that again, but we didn't. Crazy. Crazy. But on the whole, I think it's been really solid. Again, my more detailed thoughts will be in that podcast. I'll put a link to that in the description below if you feel you want to have a listening gander to that in my thoughts in more detail. But I've enjoyed this game. I think it's been really solid. As I've said, I do think the second half of the game is stronger than the first. I do think that the beginning areas, you could have cut out probably 10-15% of locations, like the apartments and the hospital, and it would have helped. I do think there are occasions where puzzle solving turns into a little bit of fetch questing and a little bit of busy work, which, you know, survival horror is a bit like that occasionally, but once you see it, you kind of can't unsee it. And I do think that while the combat, I think, on the whole was pretty decent, was probably a little hindered by a bit of lack of enemy variety, which you could argue, say, oh, well, that's the enemies you had in the original game. Well, you can afford to have some creative license and play around with stuff. I think Resident Evil 2 Remake is a good example of that. But, on the whole, I do think this has been a very solid game. I very much have enjoyed the time of it. Again, a huge thanks to Shane over at Patreon for sponsoring the game. And thanks to everyone as well on the Patreon and the Twitch who has helped contribute money towards getting hold of a PS5 so that I could do this more properly. I come out of this game more interested in what remakes of other games of the Silent Hill series would look like, which I guess means job done. Especially like a Silent Hill 3 remake, like that really does interest me, and I think it'd be really awesome. I also think the Bloober team have done themselves a lot of favors. They don't have the best history of games, and this is a big shot for them to be kind of entrusted this by Konami. Obviously, they've not just been left to just rock and roll for 2 years. You know, obviously it's been done in tandem, but I think they've done a really solid job with this. Touch uneven maybe at times here and there, but the pros I think far outweigh the cons. I think the way I look at this game is it's a different set of glasses to enjoy a game that I first played 20 years ago. You know, again, Silent Hill 2 came out in 2001. There are possibly people watching this video that weren't even alive in 2001. Makes you feel incredibly old. Yeah, that is ridiculous. But I think definitely, like, I think the environments are really impressive. I think the feel of some of the areas, I think, was fantastic. I think the Angela boss fight in the labyrinth, my favorite part of the game. Partially because it wasn't so much a boss fight; it was more like a cinematic, you know, exploration of just carnage. But the Eddie boss fight was good. I've got to say, Eddie, I think, quiet MVP of this game. I think really awesome portrayal of kind of, you know, come across legitimately creepy at times. I think all in all, all the actors I think did pretty good as well. Production babies. And yeah, I just think I don't think this game is going to be challenging Game of the Year. I think it might find a nomination, possibly. I don't expect this to win it at all. But I think for what is a massive series, you know, one of the biggest series of its generation, and a defining of its own generational era, I think this game is a very solid remaking and homage to it. And I think the £60 price tag, pretty fine with me. here is the stats. Yes, as noted, it is the second ending. Maybe I got it because I got in water the first time. It gave me this time. Or maybe it's just something I happen to do differently that just tipped the scales again. I was not going for any particular ending between the between things. Wild. And so that is going to do it for us here. There are new endings to the game. There are 2 additional endings that were brought into the game, courtesy of the remake. I will not spoil the contents of those, but I will say that the one titled Stillness, I have looked at the endings at this point, and it probably is my favorite ending of the lot. And I think probably the most concluding of all. I also don't think this is going to be the end of Silent Hill 2 Remake. I would be surprised if there wasn't some DLC down the line. Of course, Born to a Wish, or Born from a Wish, I should say, was a DLC, quote-unquote, for Silent Hill 2 featuring Maria. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see kind of a rendition of that. It was referenced, of course, with Baldwin Manor early in the game, which some viewers eagle-eyed spotted, whereas I had forgotten. And if that does come to pass, I will most likely cover it. And that is something that we'll touch upon as and when we go. But all in all, yeah, I think this has been a really, really good experience. And I think a little bit of polishing in certain areas. And the thought of like a Silent Hill 1 or 3 remake. I guess Silent Hill 4 as well, although I never really particularly wasn't the biggest fan of that game. Really, really does intrigue me what they could potentially do. I know we live in an era of remakes and remasters and all survival horror stuff going along. That's just kind of the cyclical nature of things sometimes. But I legitimately do think there could be something pretty damn awesome down the line. But that will be for another day. So very much for So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I'm curious to know your experience of this game, whether you've watched it, whether you've played it, whether you think the things I've put out throughout the course of this series are accurate or not. I think they're at the least well-intentioned, if not well-directed. I would say a solid 8.5 for this game. I struggle to put it any higher, realistically. But when this game was good, this game was damn good. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.